But you have to stand up. Because you will also give the roar that lines all of our family behind you. Our job is to take territory while we are in this fucking land, because we are no longer under Edom's shame. Therefore, we don't look like them. Yahuwah said it's strange garments, strange apparel. I believe it was Zephaniah. And you are like a billboard. To this day, he said, wearing their false gods in my face, even after everything you know. It has always been me, he said, leading you, covering you, guiding you, keeping you, saving your life, feeding you, watering you, clothing you, all of it. It was none of them. But that is exactly what cursed you and kept you from getting from what I called you to be. Stubbornness. You are royalty, and you have to walk in it and look like it. And my son gave away $4,000 and went into the trash, poured paint all over it, y'all said, so no one could pull it out and wear them again. I want you to kill it, and we destroyed it. For 2 weeks, my son laid in his bed. And when I went in his room, y'all told me to go. He kept me out for 2 weeks. My son did nothing but sleep to get away from the depression of it and cutting him off. And when I went in there and got my son, his fro was all over the place. His beard was scraggled. And he was depressed. And I looked at him and I just said, hey, Ben, you think you might get up today? He said, Mom, I don't want to. I said, Fabian, you're about to walk into something more than what you had. Get your ass out of that bed. Y'all's way is always the best. We just cut these witches off of us, and we are going to fuck them up in the end day. Get up. You get your ass up right now. And I left the room and shut the door, and he got up and got his feet on the floor, and he was never the same then for a minute. I'm telling you what, y'all's done nothing but bless his life. If he was disrespecting on his job, would come home and tell me about it because he's Hebrew, especially by an Esau man. I would stand there and listen to the conversation. I'd be rocking back and forth because I know who we are today. I know there are laws, and I am a prosecutor of it and a defender of him in his courts. And I would get the story, and I would go straight to the office, and I would take it before my father. That is my fruit from my womb, and off tops it belongs to you. And this is what he did. It is disrespecting him, Yahuwah. And the very next day my son went to work, he got fired right in his place, in front of my son. It's happened 4 times. I do not play, because I know the laws. You can have the same power. And I need you to take it. I need you to line yourself up for it. Because Yahuwah is going to use you to lead. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Right now, you have a chance. Don't come in full force, because you asked for it. You have full force, even Gad. How long has our people been talking, Gad, about what happened to us and what's happening today? And you always talk about Yahuwah is going to change it. He won't come outside of his own laws, and he will not sit with a false god. Believe that shit. So you think they tell you, control the food, control the people. No, I tell you, my brothers, on tonight, Yahuwah said you hold all the power. If you will line up and just be a son. Come home, and I'll fill you, because everything you're freaking chasing, everything you're busting your wallets for, you already own. But you allowed Edom to take it. Yah said you have always been on top with me with my heart. But you constantly place yourself on the bottom. by doing what the heathen does, and I will not tolerate it anymore. That's what he said. You are the Elohim walking this earth right now, and they know it. And y'all said as soon